What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Ewu the Star, host of this DiehardKnicks podcast. Yeah, man, we are at the half, but my head is spinning still from this Derrick Rose stuff, man. I know they mentioned it on the broadcast, very briefly, in kind of passing. To repeat the energy that Clyde have is like, what's the purpose? We already got guys that are doing what they're doing. How does Derrick Rose fit in? I'm not really, I posted a video with my initial reactions to it, but it's like, it's exciting, because you get to get somebody that's a little bit more consistent in doing the things that we want Elfrid to do, and Rose should be able to come in and do it right away. But what happens to the rest of the dynamic of the team, because it's going to cause a wave. So is that wave going to be a good wave or a bad wave? Tom Thibodeau doesn't seem like a dude that's pinches his words. So I'm quite sure they're going to have a team meeting. They're going to address the situation. Everyone's going to talk about it. So hopefully this doesn't cause a bad rift within the roster. Anyway, we're going to talk about the half. We got my man Hilton Murray here. I appreciate you, Hilton, for jumping in. Every halftime show, check us out. Tough half for RJ Barrett is absolutely correct, man. We're talking about RJ Barrett. Did he even score? He did not. He played 12 minutes, didn't score. As a contrast, Jimmy Butler only had 5 points, but he still was able to contribute to the game with 5 assists and 3 rebounds. Got a steal in there. RJ Barrett only had 2 rebounds, so I think it has to do with the style of play. Jimmy Butler, I guess, locked him down, and then RJ Barrett, for all sense of purposes, kind of locked Jimmy Butler down as well. So that's been the tale of that first half. I feel like both teams are pretty much evenly matched. You got Bam Adebayo versus Julius Randle. Talk about starting the game off bad on Julius Randle. He was on 0 for a minute or 2 points. He was on 2 points for like basically the whole first half until like the last little stretch where he finally came in and got those 13 points or so. I got him off relatively quickly. I want to say in the last like 6 minutes or so of that second quarter. So, I mean, Randall's on pace to having a great game. 9 rebounds already, 6 assists already, 15 points already. So he's going to be key for that second half. Shout out to Reggie Bullock, because Reggie Bullock, I was just finished talking about him, that we need to upgrade his position. But, I mean, today he comes out and he gives us 18. Let's check out how many 3-pointers he had, because I know he was shooting the lights out. 6 for 8. So that's what he does, man. He's just a shooter, spot-up shooter, 3-point shooter. 6 for 10 from the field, but 6 for 8 from 3. So if he's shooting well from 3, that's going to be the what he brings us. But we need somebody to give us more, man. We can push Bullock to the bench, and he can do whatever he's going to do there. So let me get Sim here. I see Sim popped up. It's crazy stuff going on in Nickland. Hey, Sim, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, man. So what's your thoughts on you can start whatever you want to start. You can talk about the game, or you can talk about the pending Derrick Rose stuff. I know that's driving everybody crazy right now.
Yeah. This game, the Knicks gotta show up some things defensively. Too many easy baskets by the Heat, especially from the 3-point line. I mean, they've made 9 threes so far. They shoot 45% from the 3-point line, and we gave up some easy looks at the basket too. We've got to do they've got 16 assists already this half.
Yeah, they've been balling pretty good, man.
Yeah. I mean, we got 15 assists. We're shooting well from the 3-point line too. But, if we want to win this game, I think we got to clamp down defensively. Yeah,
the game, both teams are pretty evenly matched when you look at across the board. Bam Adebayo versus Julius Randle. Reggie Bullock kind of saved us, man, with that 6 for 8 with the threes, man.
Yep. Definitely. He definitely saved us because, he's hot. Hopefully, we're hoping that he can stay hot in the second half. Hopefully, he just has it going today because RJ is having a rough half offensively and defensively. He's been getting beat back door a few times, so he's having a rough one today. So hopefully, Reggie Bullock can continue to step up and do what he's got to do. But yeah, the Knicks are going to have to clamp down defensively. They want to win this one.
Yeah, I think it's like we're facing our mirror opponent because Jimmy Butler, like I said, he was struggling a little bit as well. But like I was mentioning, he's still contributing to the game. RJ Barrett is totally out of it, man. So I wonder if he was out hanging out with his peoples last night, getting ready for the Super Bowl or something, because he's a young guy. So hopefully that second half that he can come in and give us something, because I don't think Reggie Bullock's going to give us 6 for 8 in the second half, because that's going to break an NBA
Right.
record, right? For the game
Right.
3-pointers. So
Right.
RJ Barrett's definitely got to show us something in that second half. And
Yeah.
like you said, we got to stop these guys like Gabe Vincent and Tyler Hero, of course, and some of these other guys. Kendrick Nunn, he's kind of getting a little bit too crazy, so we got to kind of quiet those guys, and our guys got to just wake up a little bit.
Wake up a little bit, and it could be a weird day. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure they hear everything about Derrick Rose and Dennis Smith Jr. So it could be maybe a little bit of a weird day. Dennis Smith Jr. was already in Orlando getting ready to play with the with Westchester, I believe. So it's not like he was with the team, but still, I'm pretty sure they heard the rumors and maybe didn't know, is this guy going to be gone, that guy going to be gone, and I'm pretty sure they've probably seen it today. So, that's a little something. I'm glad. I'll say this, and I said it last night when I did the show. If they're going to do something, just get it done. Don't play around, because we don't want it hanging over the team's head. Just get it done, make it happen, and move forward. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that's what they did.
Yeah. So maybe that's what maybe my prediction is right. Maybe RJ was talking to DSJ all night on the phone. They were crying and stuff. Oh man, I miss you. They didn't give you a good shot. You know what I'm saying? So maybe all night long they were like, yeah, they were playing, some I don't know what the kids play now, man. Some of that corny trap music that they listen to. Maybe they were all in their emotions. Yeah.
So how do you feel about that the Derrick Rose situation?
Well, at first I almost spit my teeth out because I'm like preparing for the halftime show. So I'm like, I can see the blooper said Derrick. I said, oh snap! I'm like knocking stuff down. I'm trying to. I said, yo, let me just go live. I went live actually, to talk about it. But
okay,
yeah. But I mean, to reiterate what Clyde was saying, Clyde kind of was like, Derrick Rose, okay, well, what is he? Is he gonna move the needle type of thing? My problem with it is that I don't want it to send a rift. Like you said, I don't want it to cause no wave within what we're doing. I don't want our guys to think that maybe they're next. That whole vibe. I hope the vibe is not doesn't mess the team up. That's the only thing I'm really worried about.
And I thought that if there was going to be a move, either Elfrid Payton or Austin Rivers was going to go in the move, right? So for something more than just Derrick Rose, so maybe there was 2 players, each team swapped 2 players or whatever. Because I don't understand. I mean, I guess who's going to be the odd man out now? You can't play all 4 of these guards.
Yeah.
Right. You would think it's going to be Austin Rivers, but you just never know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe some of these guys might get traded in something else, like another package where we add some of these guys to it also. So that's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about the guys gonna be like, well, listen, we got all these guards. Like, who's gonna play? Am I gonna be the one to be traded next? I just don't want that anxiety to reach the locker room. But you know what it is, man. Like you said, everybody's on the internet. People make phone calls and stuff like that during the halftime. So I'm hopefully that they're all having that discussion now, and they can just get it out, and hopefully it doesn't affect this game per se. But it's like, as far as basketball is concerned, Elfrid Payton, everybody hates him and stuff like that. But his only real problem is that a lot of times he kind of falls asleep, where he's not as aggressive. Like today, he kind of he's wetting the bed a little bit today with what does he have? 2 points. He does have 3 assists. He doesn't really not really impacting the game as hard. But I think getting somebody like Derrick Rose, he already has established himself. And on the way that he plays, when he drives to the basket, he's going to make a strong move to the basket, and it's going to be something that he's not just going to throw a prayer, hoping it goes in. His moves are more decisive and stuff like that. So that's going to solidify that aspect of what we do. That's if he even starts. That's the whole thing. But assuming that he starts, yeah.
Yeah, and see, I don't know. That's the question. I don't know if we can assume that he starts. So far, Tom Thibodeau has shown that he likes consistency, and Derrick Rose has already said, he's cool with coming off the bench. So, I guess we'll see if he starts, because it's not going to be an upgrade defensively. It'll be an upgrade offensively, but it won't be an upgrade defensively. I guess we'll see in due time how it works out. From the beginning, I really don't think it's going to be that he just comes right in and starts. He's going to have to, be here for a little while, and then I guess Tom Thibodeau would make that decision, at some point. But
yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how it works out.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I also in that little pod, I was talking about getting rid of Bullock, to get him out the starting lineup and have him coming off the bench also. But a game like today, he always every time I make a comment about a player, they always end up having like the greatest game ever, man. So that's right. Reggie Bullock. But I mean, Reggie Bullock coming off the bench, being that sniper, that's great. That's a good role for him. But we just need somebody to be a little bit more active. So I'm hoping that this is something that trickles down where we actually pull a trigger on somebody that can be more useful for us in the team wise in the starting lineup.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm pretty sure that they're probably looking to see if there's any other moves we're going to make, because I know they've got to know that they've got a glut at the guard spot now. I mean, they already had one, but Dennis Smith Jr. was just buried on the bench, right? Unless somebody gets waived.
Yeah.
Somebody could get waived, or bought out or whatever. So we'll see what happens from here. If someone was to get waived, I would say that candidate is going to be Austin Rivers.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I think that Coach Tom Thibodeau, I think he values Elfrid Payton way more than than Austin Rivers right now.
Yeah, I think the fan base in general is on the same page, man. Because Rivers was, he was advertising himself as this guy, whatever. Like, oh snap! Then I'm starting thinking, like, why, how come his stats don't show off, from his highlights. His highlights and his stats don't match, and the stuff coming out of his mouth don't match the way that he plays either. But now we know, you know what I'm saying? So right. every fan, basically feels the same way that we feel about Austin Rivers.
Yeah. So and he's making $3 million this year. It is a 3-year deal, $3 million a year, but it's only 1 year guaranteed, right? So they can easily waive him and give him his $3 million or the rest of his money, and then that frees up, roster spot, and it frees up, the guard a little bit, unless they're going to make another move. So they're probably going to make another move, and another guard is going to go in a move. Yeah.
And also, if you get rid of Rivers, then you don't have to have a fight with Derrick Rose to get his number back, because he was rocking 25.
Right.
So right. They don't have to have a death match. Yeah.
Right. He can't wear number 1 because Obi got number 1. Can't wear 25. So.
Yeah, they're going to have a death match.
Right.
Who do you think we win in the fight, man? Derrick Rose versus Rivers. Who do you think?
Derrick Rose. Easy.
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 I think I would pay for that, man. We need to get what's that Triller? Get Triller involved and see if we can get a pay-per-view going on.
Right. I think that's an easy one. I don't think Austin Rivers. Yeah, I don't think Austin Rivers is built like that.
Yeah, he talks like
he
it.
He probably never been in a fight in his life.
Well, only if he was watching his dad back in the days. His dad was a rough player.
Right. His dad was a tough player.
Yo, do you remember when Doc Rivers got his teeth knocked out? I think it was JR somebody.
Right.
JR Reed, I think, knocked his teeth out.
JR Reed. Yeah. JR Reed. Yeah.
Do you recall it? He was spitting his teeth out on the court. That was crazy, man.
I remember that. JR Reed was a tough dude too.
Yeah. He looked like a big woman though, man. He was like like he played in the WNBA. Yeah, it's crazy guy. Yeah, man. So I mean, reiterate your thoughts on this game. What do you think the Knicks got to do going forward, or how would you coach the game going forward?
Really is clamping down defensively, finding a way to deal with. Got to find a way to deal with all these screens, and they send a lot of guys running off of screens, a lot of curls, right? Got to find a way to deal with that. Whether it's going to be switching. Switching certain players, you probably wouldn't want Mitch switching out on those guys, but everybody else should be able to switch without too much of a problem, so that we can cover those curls. Because, right now there's a lot of curls, a lot of ball man movement, and a lot of curls, and then guys are getting open from the 3-point line, or guys are getting a backdoor cut. So maybe if we switch, on everything except for Mitch, then, you know, maybe we'll be okay. And we can cut off some of those easy baskets and easy looks at the 3-point line that they're getting.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, just some continued intensity. Miami, they play. You know, they have Miami has a certain style of play. I feel like the Knicks are trying to get that. We're trying to make sure that no matter what team comes out there, that we show that style of play. So, you know, Miami's doing what we want to do consistently. So, you know, same thing like you said, we gotta figure out a way to get around these screens, prevent these guys from getting these open jump shots, and then just don't fall asleep on defense, and don't let these guys just sail in to get these little things, because like guys like Dirk Nunn getting you know, dunks and stuff like that, we definitely gotta put a lid on that type of thing.
Right. Well, second half is starting,
Yes,
so we'll
sir.
see what they can do. Knicks down 1, and well, Bullock missed his first 3-point shot of the half. Thought maybe he was knocking it down. Yeah.
All right, man. So I'm gonna try to catch you on the post game today. I've been busy, man. I haven't been able to get on the show in a long time, but I'll try to get on there today.
Love to have you, man. Definitely.
All right, no doubt.
All right.
See you guys on the next one.